Yo, what's good, family? It's your boy Don 5D, back with another video. I don't even know what time it is. I know it's August 7th. August 7th today. I had a little brain fart. I'm barely still up. So, man, I'm barely up right now. I'm up though. Time to get ready back to the grind. It really feel like I just went home for a couple hours and shit, woke back up. But I digress. I'm here. We here for story time today. It's a little bit change of pace. We ain't gonna be talking about, we're talking about a story today. So this story is how I feel like me going to a strip club at 16 changed my perspective on women. Like growing up, I always seen women have multiple men. Just you know what I'm saying? Just what I seen growing up. Women got multiple men they talking to, multiple men running in and out the crib. Use this guy for this, use this guy for that. They got guys they have certain things for. You know what I'm saying? That's what I seen growing up. So, besides that, I'm like, I thought to myself, like, women ain't too bad. Keep in mind, this is my thought process at 16. It's many years ago. But I went out to Houston, Texas, with my grandma to go see my cousins and them. I ain't seen them in a long time. And this was a good escape for me because at the time, there was a lot going on back at the crib, a lot of drama, a lot of beef going on in school. Wasn't exactly a point in time where I really felt comfortable and like I could ease up because at this time I'm always on edge. I'm ready to beat somebody at a moment's notice because your shit down there felt like jail. You show any sign of weakness up in there, or you show that you ain't ready to fight, they was gonna eat you up. Get to trying to do something to you every day, and I wasn't really too much fond of that. So, I'm in there on point all the time. Somebody want to fight, somebody talking crazy, we gotta be on go mode. You know what I'm saying? Still got scars on my hand, but that's besides the point. Went out there, went to my cousin's crib. Beautiful, nice big house in Texas. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, man, as soon as I graduate high school, I'm going down here to Texas, man. And it kind of threw me off because, like I say, I'm from Chicago. I'm not used to people being nice. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Hey, you happen to have a lighter? Are you happy to? Hey, how can I help? I wasn't used to. It had been so long since I've been in the South. A lot of my family's from the South, but it had been so long since I've been down South, just in general. So, like I say, I'm coming from up here where I'm on edge. I'm tensed up. You look at me wrong. You look at me too long. I'm wondering what you on, what you trying to do, what folks on, what you trying to do. You know what I'm saying? This type of time I'm on. So I go out there, and it's a breath of fresh air. Southern hospitality. Everything's bigger in Texas. That was true. It took me because I was based out of Sugar Land, Texas at this point in time, but it took me 30 to 40 minutes to get anywhere. That blew my mind, because out here, 30 to 40 minutes to get you where you trying to be, or you just sitting in traffic or something. I could come from the west suburbs, south suburbs, it'd be downtown within 30 minutes, 40 minutes. 30 if it ain't no traffic, and it's kind of like anything, anywhere you trying to be, you could be there in Illinois within 30 to 40 minutes. But Texas is a whole different beast. That's the only state in which you could be driving a semi truck and be in that motherfucker for 2 days and still be in Texas. But it was I feel like it was a life-changing experience, because I'm like, man, it's nothing like this out here. People ain't. I went to the Galleria, ate great food, just had a great time overall. Shout out to Big Cuz for, like I say, giving me an enjoyable time at 16 out there in Texas, coming from my stressed environment and situation. But, one night, he like, yeah, look, Cuz, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to the strip club, man. You ready? I'm like, man, shit. Now, I had a girl at the time, but I'm like, I can't keep. You know, I had to do some shit. God damn, you know, just strip club, man. So I'm like, yeah, I'll slide. Let's go up there. I was thinking, like, how would I get in? Because I look a little bit older now, but my face hasn't really changed too much since I was 16. I mean, it has, you know. But I get up in security guard at the door, throw him an extra 20. And this is like my first time, like, really going out to a club, really going to go hit a club for real, you hear what I'm saying? Never been to a club, never really had an interest in going anywhere, and this particular time it's a strip club. So, go up in there, throw him the extra 20, walk inside, and I'm just amazed. You know, I go to the ATM, my cousin, he like, go ahead, put out a couple extra $100, you need some money on you. Didn't have a job, I did e-commerce at the time. So I took out about a smooth $400. Nah, smooth 200. I think it was 200. I took out $200 in all singles. And then just kind of, you know, he gave me the ropes, showed me what was going on. We're going to sit right here. We had a couple blunts to smoke on. He picked up one of his buddies who seemed to be more experienced in the strip club as well. Everybody in here older than me. I'm goddamn 16, man. Everybody in here older than me. My cousins, the strippers. I mean, of course. Of course, everybody gonna be older than me. Yeah. But get up in there, and I'm just like, wow. This is looking around. I'm like, man, this is really something. This is really something. Never seen any asses this big in real life. You know, I just had what I seen in school. Obviously, you know, we 16 and shit. Can't really say too much. I seen what I seen in school. But these type of asses I was seeing in here was the type of asses I was seeing on Instagram, and I didn't think they existed. I ended up going to Wisconsin Dells, and when I was at Wisconsin Dells, everybody had the dad bod, or all the booties was flat. I don't know if this is the population in Wisconsin, but I was like, shit, if I'm at this big ass water park, there ain't no ass around. I was like, shit, maybe Instagram is just fooling me. Maybe Instagram is just a facade. I went in here, seeing some of the best bodies and asses I ever seen. You know, for me at 16, that shit was blowing my mind. Immediately, that song from T-Pain, "I Fell in Love with a Stripper," I understood it. I understood it at that moment. You hear me? I understood it at that moment, man. It was this light-skinned stripper. I don't know what her name was. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I down there like blew like $100 on her. Just throwing my shit. No, I probably should have did that. Probably should have just held on. I ain't been to a strip club since. Man. This was in what, 2018, give or take. So yeah, this had to be 2018 because I'm always 2 years younger than a year. So this was in 2018. You know, it was just blowing my mind. I was in love with her for the whole night. I ain't gonna lie. When I left the strip club, that's who I was thinking about. That's the stripper I was thinking about. But after I spent some money on them, on that one in particular, they got off stage and came to give me and my cousin like a personal lap dance. I don't know if they knew I was young and just wanted to show some love. I don't know. I don't get what the purpose was. They came over there, shook some ass on me, shook some ass on my cousin. That shit was great. Man. I'm like, man, shit. This what I got to look forward to when I get older. And I was just having a ball. We ain't end up leaving until like probably 3-4 in the morning. But while I was there, one of the other dudes, he like the dude my cousin had brought with him, his homie, he was like, yeah, you know, if you get the strippers a couple extra dollars, they'll let you punch on them. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't too interested in that at the time. Like, I'm like, nah, man, I ain't doing that. But he was telling us that it was something that he did, and I was just amazed at the whole setup of the whole thing, the whole culture of the whole thing. Like I said, I'm in a brand new city, brand new people, brand new vibes. I don't know. I felt alive. I ain't have to be on go mode. I mean, you still do. When I came at the next year, I was on good mode in certain places we went to, but it was pretty cool. It was one stripper who seemed to be a little bit older, gave me a lap dance, just came over, and she like, you gonna spend some money? And I'm like, nah, I ain't. Shit, I only had about $100 left. I'm like, shit, I ain't spending on your ass either. You know, not you. And I was spending air. I'm just like, yeah, baby, I'm real important. That's why I'm in here right now. You keep on dancing, I give you some money. She wouldn't get the shit. Pretty sure she knew that. I don't know if they was getting off on the fact that it was a young nigga in there. I don't know. I don't really know for real. But after a while of all this going on, and I'm sitting right there, there was a stripper that came out that looked like Cardi B, a skinny version with long saggy titties. And I still got all these videos on my phone. I don't think YouTube let me post them. I don't know. Maybe one day I can show y'all the found footage from this. Maybe one day, just depending on what YouTube, you know. But she come up to my cousin and she try and dance on my cousin, and he like pointing at me. She looking at me. I'm like, hell no, he go dance on him. And it was just funny. I don't know. Like I said, I'm high. I didn't drink at the time. Just got fried. But I'm high in the club. It was hilarious. And as I'm looking, I'm like, she proceeds to get up in front of us and get to dancing on this little booth section thing. And I'm looking, I'm like, wow. She really got her booty hole and her coochie out. Just shaking her booty hole and coochie around, man, for a couple dollars that I got. Obviously, that's their job and their profession. But you know, hearing things and seeing them is two different situations. I thought to myself, I'm like, man, this what women are about, huh? Keep in mind, I'm 16. I'm just like, this is what women are about. I'm starting to think about all the women in my life, what they'll do for money, just like the whole experience. I'm just like, this is what they'll do for a couple dollars. This shit is crazy. This shit is legit crazy. And you know, I'm not judging no stripper. That's how you get your money. At this age, I ain't judging no stripper. That's how you get your money. And shit, it is hard out here. That's what you got to do. That's what you decide to do. Get your money as a woman. Kudos to you. I was having this conversation with my homeboy too, and he was like, shit, you know, it's hard out here. People got to do what they got to do. But this was many years ago, where the hard that was going on back then make the hard that going on right now look like it's a nightmare. Like you could actually live pretty decent back in 2018, especially in Texas. So I was just like, wow, this shit is crazy. These ain't shit. They ain't nothing but HOEs and female dogs. I'm like, dang, man, come, let me throw some more money on this motherfucking on his female dog. Let me throw some money on this mother. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I had so much respect for women my whole life, and this is what they come and do to make their money. They gonna come up in here and suck and hunch and shake their body around and do all this degrading stuff for money. I was like, man, I'm about to go treat all these women like this. See where I get. I feel like the man up in there. At the time, I feel like the man up in there. And I'm like, this is how I'm gonna go around. I need to keep this same energy. I feel like I've been too kind, too nice, too giving, too thinking to these women, when this is how they is for real. Hey, these crazy thoughts, but I'm like, this is how I gotta operate now. You know, if I keep this boss mentality, I'm gonna be able to pull any female shorty that come my way. Left the strip club, came outside around 3-4 o'clock, come outside, goddamn car, the car is gone. The car is gone. And I'm like, my cousin's stupid ass then parked the car in the McDonald's parking lot. I don't know, maybe he was drunk or something. He parked the car in the McDonald's parking lot, and of course they don't tow the car. The car's gone, you know. The car's gone. It's 3, 4 in the morning. We ain't got no transportation. You know, I don't know what's going on. I ain't from around here. I don't know what's going on. Other people starting to come out the club. Their cars is gone. And now everybody mad. I think we ended up getting a ride. We hitched a ride with like somebody who else got car got towed, but their friend had a car there, and they was like, yeah, we know it's a towing lot right around the corner from the bridge. So we proceed to drive far enough. We hop out the car. We like, cool. I don't know why we get out the car, but we started walking on our own, doing our own thing. And we started to walk towards the towing company. And we get up in there. I'm furious as hell. People up in there mad. I'm furious. It's late. I'm out. I feel like the man right now. I'll do this with any towing company, because you towing cars, you're a terrible person. I understand it's just your job, but I can't respect your job. I hate towing men. I hate tow men and people that operate towing companies. Fuck you. Unless you towing cars in case they break down. But, you know, you gotta do your job. I know what it is. That don't mean I gotta fuck with you. Fuck you if you tow cars. The lady behind the window, I'm like, I'm not knowing how this works. I never been to. I've watched my mom car get towed a couple times growing up, but now this is a car I'm riding in. I got my wallet in there, got my AirPods, got this, got that up in there. I'm making on the window. I'm like, give me the car back, or let me inside the car so I can get my belongings and get the F on. I'm like, I ain't from out here, shorty. Give me my fucking keys and my AirPods back. You know what I'm saying? I'm frying, you know what I'm saying? She was a big body shorty. I'm back there just frying her, just going off. Other people coming up in there, going off on her, and obviously it's not gonna make the situation better. And my cousin's only like, you know, at this point, if I'm 16, he 18. So he only a couple years older than me. So he called his OG up to come get the car out at like 4, 5 in the morning. Of course, she pissed off. She like, what are you out there doing? She like, you know, luckily you got your cousin with you. And if you ain't had your cousin with you, I would have just left your ass up there and left the car up in there. And I'm like, damn. Hey, you heard that, cuz? You lucky I'm here. You lucky I'm here, man. So she comes out there, gets the car out, and it was a wild night, man. First time going to a strip club. Fell in love with a stripper. Had to play that T-Pain in my AirPods. I'm like, T-Pain, this is what you meant. I understand it now. Saying some of the craziest asses I ever seen at that point in time in my life. My respect for women went from right here to down here. I even thought about that video with Tupac. It was like a clip somebody made. I had Tupac was like so optimistic about women in his younger days, and as he got older, he started calling them female dogs and hoes. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of stuff I was thinking about. I'm like, yeah, this is the mentality I gotta have. This is how I gotta be. This is how I gotta look at it. And now I understand that there is that side of women that are female dogs and hoes, and then you got the side of women that are women, respectable women that you should give respect to. Not that you should disrespect somebody because of their profession, but you know. And this was before OnlyFans got as popping as it did. But I understand it's two different sides of women. Just like it's two different sides of men. You got men that's respectable and men that ain't shit. You know? But that's my little story time for the time I went to the strip club when I was 16. I do got pictures. I still got videos. Maybe if I ever set up a Rumble or something like that, I'll revisit this story and post the actual found footage and all the clips of the ass shaking and the pictures that got took and the craziness of that night out. You know, I do got a part 2 which I came back the next year later. I got a part 2 for that too. So it's been your boy Don 5D. We got 105 subs. I appreciate everybody that's been showing love, showing support. I love y'all, family. Look, you gotta keep taking it up. You gotta keep taking it up, man. I don't know what to say. It's been great. I could post something and people actually view it now. I could post something, people actually comment now. I really love that for myself, and I love that for y'all. It's gonna keep me motivated, keep me posting more content, and keep more things coming. But I'm about to go get ready to go drop this load off. It's your boy Don 5D. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay healthy. Y'all stay on that grind. 100.